No more. Never again. The Trump action that we have seen today is a global signal that we must pay attention to. A global signal that we must key into. Wherever you are, we must key into this global signal that we are seeing. Donald J. Trump's recent stand against the Nigerian government complicity in Christian persecution has shaken Abuja to its foundation. It is shaking Abuja to its foundation. There is no two ways about it. They can't pretend about it. They are running helter-skelter. Churubu is looking for a way to get to White House by all means necessary. But I bet you, when Chukwu Okekabema says, yes, it is time, there is nothing man can do. No amount of bribery will take them away from this very time that we're in. We, the Biafran people, it is time for us to pay attention and unify ourselves to present our case. That is where my concern lies. We must focus on providing more evidence, connecting the Christian genocide to Biafran genocide. Try as much as possible to connect. You see, there are certain things that we're supposed to do that we have not done. A lot. I was playing a video yesterday, which I will play today. I saw in the northern part of Nigeria where a monument was erected for 501 Christians that was massacred. A monument was built, a grave monument was built, erected, and you see their names engraved in it. How can any human being see that and you deny there is Christian genocide? How can anybody? These are the things the Biafrans are supposed to do. This was what Nnamdi was also pursuing to do. That was what Nnamdi put the Biafran, remember, our Heroes Day. That Heroes Day marks the death of our heroes, our brothers, our sisters, our children, and their mother. That is their only remembrance. And unfortunately, some Biafrans are still fighting it. But in the northern part of Nigeria, I think Kaduna State, let me look for that video and play for you to see. These things are what we are supposed to do. You see how they made their monument for 501 Christians that were murdered in cold blood. So when you are telling the world, you don't just say it verbally. You show them their graves and their names. You see the grave and their names written on the grave. You see a monument raised for them. And there is no human being that will see that and continue to have a doubt, except for those whose conscience are dead. If not, there is no way any sensible and reasonable person will see that and speak against it or begin to doubt it. But in the world that we are today, that is what we see. That is what we see. They continue to deny the obvious simply because sometimes they tell you where is the evidence. They will ask you for the evidence. They will ask you to show them. I want you to pay attention to this video. Look closely.
Standing on the mass grave of 501 Christians. Majority.
Did you see that? You hear that? 501 Christians who were massacred and buried in a mass grave. It is not just saying it. They built a monument. Look at their names. From 1 to 501. Their names. You can identify them. Every single one of them, their name appeared. And they come and deny Christian. I want you to look at
it. Standing on the mass grave of 501 Christians, majority of whom are women and children that were slaughtered, literally slaughtered with swords and machetes. Some of them burned alive in their homes, and some of them who were babies smashed on the wall, smashed on the ground with their brains spilled out completely, all for their faith in Jesus. The victims of the mass.
Did you see the monument? That is the name of the victims, 501. Look at what was built in their memory. We need this kind of a thing in Biafra land. We need this kind of monument in Biafra to remember millions of Biafrans that were murdered in cold blood. All these things are the things that are going to attract tourists. Tourists will come and see it. The government of the world will see it and they will write about it, they will comment about it, they will speak about it. So when we are talking about this genocide, it won't just be a verbal thing. Nnamdi Kanu started it by our Heroes Day remembrance. With that Heroes Day remembrance, we are supposed to set up a monument where names will be engraved. Not only people that died in civil war, even the thousands of people that they are massacring today. The people that died in Obibo, they're supposed to have a monument for them. People that they killed in Olu, in Okigwe, they're supposed to have a monument for them. The members of IPOB that murdered in Headbridge, they're supposed to have a monument for them. The members of the Waziki members that were murdered, they're supposed to have a monument for them. Because we ignore these things, that is why sometimes when we are talking about these issues, people see it as a story. When tourists come in, they will visit, they want to go and see things for themselves. But when you have this monument standing, you don't need to tell them. They will go there, they read it. When they read and see, they will now go and ask questions. They will begin to ask questions. They begin to interview families. And the story will be out for itself. You can imagine a monument that was built in the northern part of Nigeria. In Plateau State. Let's listen to him.
March 7th, 2010 attack in the village of Dogonahawa, located on the western edge of Jos, the capital of Plateau State in central Nigeria, are presently beneath my feet. Right, so you can just pan the camera just to the ground and be a tiny bit, and you can pull out. They are all here, and you can see how large this space is. Right, so they were all impoverished villagers, some of whom could barely afford to feed in a day, and so many of the survivors, very few actually, could not afford befitting or exclusive burials for their family members. And therefore, they were all lumped up, thrown upon one another in this mass grave that was dug several feet deep. It was probably more than 10 feet just to be able to accommodate the population that's had been slaughtered and needed to be buried in it. And you can see how large this is. I estimate that this would be about probably 40 by 30 feet. I believe. No, it should definitely be more. From my left to my right would probably be short of 50 feet just by probably a few inches. And to the end there where you have that monument, the tombstone, that should be about 100 feet. So we're looking at a space of close to 50 by 100 feet, all containing skulls, skeletons, bodies, charred bone fragments of Christians that were slaughtered in one night by terrorists whom residents tell us were shouting Allahu Akbar and speaking the Fulani dialect while slaughtering innocent babies, slitting the bellies of pregnant women, pulling out their fetuses, pulling out their unborn babies and smashing them on the ground. Right here, I had the opportunity to meet with the pastor in charge of the Church of Christ in Nation in this community, and he has shared with us what the experience was like. And his video is contained in another, I mean, his interview is contained in the next video, and you can look that out. But I just thought that it is just important to highlight the gravity, the depth of the genocide against Christians that has persisted for more than 2 decades. We're looking at between 2 to 3 decades. And opponents of this anti-genocide campaign, including Muslim politicians, Christian politicians who are complicit and turning a blind eye, and even church leaders who are complicit and turning a blind eye, claim that the perpetrators of this genocide are mere terrorists who do not spare Muslims. But the question is, there were Muslims in this community within the years leading to this attack. But in the weeks leading to the attack, residents tell us that the Muslims, including members of the Hausa and Fulani ethnicities, who had previously settled here for tin mining.
You see, the major reason why I brought this up is that, you know, it is so painful when you see the way people are talking and what they are. Look at 501 Christians murdered in cold blood. Look at their monument. Look at the monument where they were buried. This is a monument for them. Their name engraved from 1 to 501. And today, you see, I saw a post. I saw a post that Kumuyi of Deeper Life is saying that there is no genocide in Nigeria. All the big pastors in Nigeria are quiet. Many of them today, their attack is on Donald Trump. They are talking about the invasion of Nigeria. Hasn't Nigeria been invaded? A country that's already been invaded. A country that has already been invaded. This kind of a project is what we need in Biafra land. Build a monument. Place the name of, sometimes when we talk this, I have seen some people in TikTok where they were saying, every time we say 5 million were killed, where is their names? Where did they bury them? Where are those 5 million? And when they push this narrative, somebody who is not a Biafran, who doesn't know the history, who is not conversant with history, we begin to reason with them and think that they're making sense. But when we have these monuments in Biafra land, if we have these monuments in Biafra land, there are certain questions somebody doesn't ask. All you need to do is to take the person there, give him an address to go and see by himself, see names, verify the families, and confirm. This is an opportunity for us to make our case with the Biafran people. I only brought this up to show you some of the steps we are supposed to take. Some of the things we are supposed to borrow leave on and move at this particular time that the opportunity has come. I bet you the United States knows very well about the plight of the Biafran people. They know. They know. But they are waiting for us. There are certain things we need to put in place. I'm not saying we have not done it. We have done a whole lot. But I tell you, there is nothing that is too much to be done. You can't stop. They told me as in Nnamdi United Nations, why did you stop? Why did you people stop? We cannot stop. We should every day be searching for what to do, how to do it, the next step to take. Donald Trump presents stand against Nigerian government. Complicity in Christian persecution has shaken Abuja to its foundation. And as we speak, Abuja is in chaos. This is not just about politics. It is about conscience. It is about conscience, human conscience. For years, the world ignored mass killing in Benue State. Mass killing in Plateau State. Look at the Plateau one that I showed now. I still have the video of the Benue in their mass grave during the time of Muhammad Buhari that Buhari didn't even go there to condolence. He didn't even go there. You can imagine 501 people died in a country, and the country will not be in mourning. Benue State, Plateau State, Southern Kaduna, Enugu, Ebonyi, across the southeast, spilling innocent blood everywhere by the same people, Fulani Janjaweed, by the Fulanis. And today, finally, a voice came to put pressure on Nigeria, and some people are attacking that voice. Today, America is watching. The Christian world is watching. Humanity has woken up. And as Donald Trump speaks, the message is Biafra. To Biafra is clear. The speech of Donald Trump sent a message to you, to me. But somehow, some of us are not seeing it. We are still busy talking about relevant issues. We are still busy focused on distractions. We are still busy attacking each other. The speech of Donald Trump is supposed to gear us up to move more, to speak more about our persecution, to provide more evidence, to pour out more evidence. During the weekend, yesterday, to be precise, I think yesterday, Master Simon Ekpa spoke to some group of Biafrans from detention. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, spoke to some group of Biafrans from detention. And in that his speech, the major takeaway there is that we should stop bickering, we should stop fighting each other and unite. That is the major take home. That we should focus on providing evidence and evidence and evidence, pour out evidence. Just like he himself is focusing on evidence on his case. And he is not shaking. Mazi Samuel Ekpa spoke from detention. Maybe in due course, I will try to play the audio so that he can hear. The major takeaway, even though some people will now use that very speech of Mazi Samuel Ekpa for saga. Some people now will begin to find a fault in where it was done, how it was done, whether it is right or it's wrong. But the information there is that we should unite. That is what Mazi Samuel said. He said it in black and white. That you should stop fighting each other on media. Stop attacking each other on media. Even if somebody insults you, ignore that person and move on. Focus on the enemy. The opportunity has presented itself. Continue to provide as many evidence as you can to the world. Continue to push the case to the world. This is a direct message from Master Simon Ekpa. Yesterday, so many Biafrans were in that Zoom where he called. So many Biafrans were in the Zoom when he called and they heard his voice. Some people asked questions and he responded. And the major message he delivered was that everybody must stop fighting each other. Focus, focus, focus. We might never get this opportunity again. This opportunity has presented itself through Donald J. Trump. We are supposed to jump into it, carry it, and run with it. As Donald J. Trump speaks, the message to Biafra is very clear. And the message is stand firm, stand peaceful, and stand united. The message is stand firm, stand peaceful, and stand united. It was the same message that Mazi Samuel Ekpa delivered last night. The same message was what he delivered. Stand firm, stand peaceful, and stand united. Why is it so difficult for us? Why are we so divided? That you can't even tolerate your brother when your brother makes some logical argument, even though it does not align with what you believe. You can sort it out. You can argue. Everybody must not be speaking in the same tone. People have their superior argument at all times. When somebody brings a superior argument, all you need to do is to engage the person with a more superior argument. At the end of the day, everybody is willing to learn. Even myself, I am very willing to learn. That whatever I say in this platform and you find it inappropriate, the link is there. That is why I always put link. That link is not for fancy. That link is not to find crowd. The purpose of putting that link is that when you hear me say something that is not in order, you will come in, bring your superior argument and put it right. It is not for fancy. It's not for you to come and showcase yourself. It is for us to make reason. For us to reason. As I have always said, my platform is a platform of public opinion. People have to say their mind. Then as people make their contribution, any side that affects you, your department, you go and make amends. You look towards it and see reasons. If what we are discussing makes sense, you make use of it. If it doesn't make sense, throw it into the dustbin. Nobody's going to force you. The end justifies the means. That has already been my message. And today, the same message came directly from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. I believe most of you must have seen that audio. Many of you must have seen that audio. If you have not seen it, in time to come, I'm going to play it. You know, I don't rush in all these things. I don't rush in pursuing it, maybe to draw attention. I am not that kind of a person. I'm not that kind of a person. Before I did my last night program, I have that audio, but I didn't come here to spread it or begin to talk about it. Whatever information that comes from Biafra is an information for us to build on it, unite ourselves, forge ahead, and do what we have to do. It is any information that is coming is not meant for us to divide us. It is not meant for us to fight. It is not meant for us to argue. It is not meant for us to begin to insult each other. It is meant for us to build on it. Seek for the positive aspect of that information and make use of it for the betterment of all of us. But some of us, it is so difficult for us to digest things when they happen. Once your brother does not say it the way you want him to say it, you begin to campaign against that your brother. Once your brother didn't say things the way you want him to say it, you begin to campaign against it. And I don't know why. Just like yesterday, I came across my video was trending, my name was trending everywhere. People were carrying my name, saying different kinds of things. And I came across the video, I would look at that, I was laughing. Because I gave my own opinion on an issue. Because I spoke on an opinion, on an issue. And then somebody just go and cut out a certain part and begin to speak on it. And begin to insult me and abuse me on it. And everyone that watched that video, the full program is on my platform. You can go and watch the full program. Go and look at the title of the program, where we started and how we got to where we were there. Simply because somebody you don't like what he says, maybe you don't like his God, somebody you hate was speaking. And then you saw the person speaking my platform. For that now, it becomes a crime. In that same platform, I say it every day. There has never been a time I insult anybody in my platform. I don't do it. And I don't allow my guests to insult anybody. More especially people in authority. I don't allow anybody in my platform to insult, no matter what party you are. I have never sat in this platform and allowed somebody to insult anybody that is living in Biafra. Not Dr. Ngozi Adebowale, not Ogenkere. Neither will I allow you to insult Mazi Samaneko or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I have never ever allowed insult on anybody on my platform. Not even my guest. You can't insult my guest speaking. I will not allow it. But simply because I did not, you didn't mold me. You want to mold me to the way you like to speak in your own terms. I am a very different person. My platform, I built it by myself. I didn't build it on somebody. I didn't build it on a group. Even that is the reason most of my platforms I have been using. I didn't put the name Biafra there because somebody will come and say maybe it's because of Biafra, I'm using Biafra to advertise myself. I have never, all my major platform, the only platform that have the name Biafra is my backup channel. My backup channel. My very first platform that I have up to 40,000 subscribers that I lost. I lost it because of Biafra. Troop Survivor channel that I lost, I can't be able to use now. The same thing. Thousands of subscribers. In all those platforms, you can never see me use Biafra. I use my name. I use different name. So that somebody will not say, maybe it is because of Biafra, I used to advertise myself, I used to do this. I avoided those things. I try as much as possible to avoid it. The same thing during the time of breeding. When my sister was here, I knew what I passed through. I know what I can do and what I cannot do. When I joined the media, I told them my limitations. Some of them came here to accuse me, and they say when they were doing when they were working and doing that, I refused to stream fundraising during the time of Master Simon Ekpa. I was not streaming fundraising. They accused me with that, and this is something I made clear to them because of my time zone, because of my time zone where I cannot be able to do, and I won't force myself. I will come and do that. I say tomorrow, if I'm not doing it again, it becomes a problem. Even streaming, I did not stream. I didn't stream the fundraising of Master Simon then because they will say I'm using it to make money. That's what they will say. They will say because you are streaming it because of money. That was why I stopped streaming. I didn't want to stream it until it was the same media people were telling me, go and stream. Why are you not streaming? Why are you not streaming? You should stream it. They force, I began to stream it. I began to stream it. But they still came here to accuse me with that. Even in this present government today, when I was there, some of them didn't know why the streaming stopped. I didn't stop the streaming. None of the members of the media stopped the streaming. The streaming was stopped by the government, and the government gave reason. They gave reason, which I have explained here. This is not the first time I'm talking about it. The government gave a reason that when we begin to stream and we are streaming it, people prefer to go and watch in the stream, and they will not come into the Zoom. People will just go to the stream and they will watch the streaming. They will not come into the Zoom. That was why the Deputy Prime Minister gave order that we should not stream. And that very day that we did not stream, many people came into the Zoom to participate. But today, you see people, they carry my name, they accuse me that I decided not to stream because I wanted to bring down the government. That is why I stopped streaming. I wanted to bring down the government. Sometimes when people sit back and make up their word, I don't know where they bring it out from. I don't know where they got it out from. And when people make up their statements, make up their word, I can't just fathom where they get it from. You sit back, you don't have full information of it. If you had a thing and you are not convinced, you're not too sure about it, or you don't like it, approach the person. I do my program every blessed day, 2 times every day. And there's never a time somebody come here and ask me a question, I say no, or I kick you out. No, I don't. I don't kick people out from my program. I give you that audience. If there is something you want to inquire that has to do with me, come here and ask me. Or you invite me in your program. You invite me in your program and question me. I will be there. I'll be there. We need to focus on what matters with the Biafran people. There are a lot of things that we are supposed to do. We have so much responsibility. The Biafra is for you. It's for me. I have said it time and time again. We should focus on the things that matters. Unity is very important. I've said it. Don't create enmity with your fellow brothers and sisters because of Biafra. Because after this noise making we're making online, we will still go back home. Do not create unnecessary enmity between you and your own brother. After this, there is another stage that we get to. And you must not allow yourself to get distracted. Because we have a very tough things ahead of us. Look at today, Monday, sit at home. The responsibility we have to carry on our shoulder and continue to go and do what we have to do. It's a responsibility for every one of us. At this point in time, it is a time that you can't afford. You can never afford to look out. You can't lose any opportunity. No serious Biafran will like to miss any opportunity at this particular point in time, no matter what the situation may be. No matter what, you don't lose any opportunity. Let no one deceive you. The Monday sit at home is not just an order, it is a spiritual protest. It is a spiritual protest. Monday sit at home. And because of the spiritual inclination, that is why it cannot be stopped. No individual on his own can stop it. It was signed and sealed that only Mazen Nnamdi Kanu could stop it. Only Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. His freedom will put an end, automatic end to the sit at home. Many people have said it over and over again, over and over again. So it's left for people to begin to understand and focus on what they're supposed to do. Every Monday, when the streets go silent, the world feels pulse of resistance. You can't beat it. Every Monday, even if you don't know that there are people still talking about Biafra, every Monday you remember, you get people where they talk about Biafra. Every Monday, Abuja trembles, Asorok shakes, because the people they thought were broken are actually standing taller. They thought we are broken, but we are standing taller. We are standing taller. For those of you who don't know what it means for us, sit at home. Sit at home means for us, we reject Nigerian injustice. We honor the blood of the fallen. We demand freedom for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is what it means for us Biafrans. Even God rested on the seventh day. And we too have chosen our sacred day of civil rest and defiance. Let the world see our discipline, our unity, and our power. Wherever you are watching this program from, I want you not to get distracted. It is a very great time and a great opportunity for us to make a difference. The action of Donald Trump against Nigeria has so many consequences, and there are expectations. There are things we are expecting. So every one of us should watch out. And I want you to know that Trump's voice will not be the last. Trump's voice will not be the last. When America speaks, nations listen. Sanctions will be rolling in. Restrictions will be coming. And global pressure will follow. Today, I can bet you that the Zoological Republic is on a hot seat. It is not just another country. When United States of America speaks, nations listen. It doesn't matter who you are. Nations that matter, they listen. Sanctions begin to fall in. Restrictions begin to roll in. Global pressure will follow. Remember, this is not the first time. Trump wanted to make this move in his first term, but they didn't allow him. They did not allow him. In his first term, they could not allow him to complete the assignment. And he came back again, and he went back to what he has to do. Nigeria must face the consequence of her crime. The Christian genocide, the killing of Biafrans, the illegal detention of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the terrorism sponsored from within, they must give account. They must face the consequence of their crime against the Biafrans, against the Christians. They must face it. They cannot escape it. But this also means something for us. We must increase our political awareness. We must increase our. This is where, you see, yesterday when Master Samuel was speaking yesterday, that was the only area that captured my attention when he talked about us focusing on pouring out evidence out there, providing evidence. Stop fighting each other. Ignore. Even somebody fights you, talking something about you, forget about the person. Focus on what matters. Focus on this opportunity that we have. Grab this opportunity. Run with it. And Master Samuel did not start that message today. Even while he was with us, that was the message he gave. The instruction he gave us on media before he was taken away was that we should not fight anybody that is speaking for Biafra. It does not matter who the person is. It doesn't matter who the person is supporting. That you should not, under any condition, attack it. Even he mentioned names of some of our media members. Say, don't attack anybody. And when he appeared yesterday, when he was speaking on the audio message yesterday, in that Zoom, the same thing is what he said. Just the same statement. And when I talk about it, cry about it here, some people, for one reason or the other, they get offended. And I can't explain that. I can't help you. When you get offended because I'm calling for unity, I can't help you. I can't help you. That is me. It's an assignment that I took for myself, and I got to follow it up. You equally must have taken an assignment for yourself. Go ahead and do what you want to do. What we are saying today means something for us. We must increase our political awareness, strengthen our voice in the media. We must strengthen our voice in the media. Very, very important. Don't give any space for any propaganda or any blackmail. Focus on the media, speaking about the crimes of the enemies against us. Continue to bring out the attack against the Christians. The obvious attack we are seeing on a daily basis that is happening over and over again. Continue to expose it. Continue to bring it out. Anyone you see, any information you get, project it. You never can see who they will get his own video. As we are talking, not only Biafrans are listening. As you are sharing the video, not only you share, you don't know who is going to get it. Not only Biafrans. It takes only one man to change the situation. That is why every hand must be on deck. Increase our political awareness, strengthen our media voices, and defend our truth on every platform. Defend the truth on every platform. Defend the truth. When the global spotlight shines, Biafra must be seen as disciplined, peaceful, and ready for nationhood. I want you to pay attention. All this is I'm saying is very important because the global spotlight is shining on Nigeria today. And when that global spotlight is shining on Nigeria, it is also shining on the Biafran people. They are watching you. They are watching me. The speech of Donald Trump have drawn global attention. Not just on Nigeria, also on the Biafran people. They will be visiting our platforms. They'll be listening to what we post. They will listen to our discussions. That is why, at this point in time, we must be seen as disciplined. We must be seen as disciplined. We must be seen as peaceful. And we must be seen as ready for nationhood. We must be seen as ready for nationhood. It's a great opportunity that we cannot afford to miss. My brothers and sisters, this is not time to fight one another. It is not time to fight with one another. It is not time to push propaganda. It is not time to analyze your brother or your sister. Master Simon never have already said it, that we should ignore. Even if they offend you. If I offend you, forgive me, ignore. I am doing my own job. You equally must have offended one person, the other one. Anybody that offends you, forgive. Myself, I forgive and I don't hold anything against people. I forgive. Wherever I need to respond. If somebody invites me or asks me a question to respond on certain issue, I will go and give you my response. But engaging in fight, propaganda on media, I will not do that. And nobody can trigger me to do that. You cannot. You can't trigger me to go to that direction. That is why I have survived up to this time. That is why I tell you, the name Chuk Survival is not a guy name. I survive because I mind my business. In every organization I find myself, wherever I find myself, I mind my path. I know the path I go. There are so many things that were said against me. I don't respond to it. I just keep silent. But if people confront me directly that they want to know, I will tell you. I will tell you my own part of. I will tell you my own part of decision or my own part of rules. It is not time to fight one another. This is time to unite under one umbrella. As the searchlight is on Nigeria, they are watching you and I. Nigeria uses division to conquer. They use division to conquer us. They have used it. And we preach it every day. Divide and conquer, divide and rule. We preach it, yet when we see it, we allow it. Why must we allow it? Unity will break their power. Unity will break their power. From Enugu to Aba, from Onitsha to Nsukka, from Bayelsa to Calabar, we are one voice, one spirit, one destiny. The world is watching. The world is watching. Let us speak loud with Monday sit at home continuously. Now that the satellites, let there be question asked. Just like that monument I showed, this is something we are supposed to have in Biafra land. Let us make Monday our message. Send a message every Monday with the sit at home. Let us make obedience to that Monday sit at home our protest. Let us silence our loudest cry for freedom. My brothers and sisters, we have gone through a lot. This very opportunity we fought for it and fought for it. Now that we have it, why are we going to try to waste it? Why? Why will anybody like to throw it away? It is sad. Very, very sad. But I pray that we'll retrace our steps. You're welcome, my brother Christian. Thank you so much for joining. Bro Christian, good to have you.
Morning, bro. Yeah. A long time, it's not been.
I saw you yesterday evening program, right?
Oh, from was it from Okocha? Is it? No, on your own, right?
On my own.
I thought as much from the write-ups.
I saw Chris.
Yeah, listen, I wrote a couple of things because I was closing, I was leaving office. Yeah, but in my mind, I figured that you will somehow know that it's me based on how I write, because the way I talk is the way I write. So,
I need to
you see what I mean? So obviously a lot is audio, my dear brother. I can't even. That is oh God. But meanwhile, I just saw on your platform now before I logged in. I saw a guy like comment section saying that Trump is one, that he shall allow, his name is Omar, stuff like that. So he was just trying to, the typical terrorist and, but the thing is, the platform, your platform, just like any platform, more or less, is like a marketplace, open marketplace. Anybody can come in and say whatever, so it doesn't really matter. But onye ha gwa na amalgo okwayanu onye ha gwa So we know when they come, we know whom they are. Just like even in the zoo as we speak now, a lot of different people with different version of what is going on. But at the end of the day, for me, like I always say that who feels it knows it, right? So
Exactly.
all over the world, people have different view of issues, but at the end of the day, you have to figure out what is good for you and how it affects you and how to go about it. We are Biafrans, we know what we've been through and we know what we are facing in Nigeria. We know that. So I don't need somebody, a YouTuber somewhere in the US or one globalist or one Pan-Africanist or anybody to tell me how it affects me. So that is why when they say a lot of things about Trump, because I write a lot, I go on many platforms, both international, local, everywhere, and I write my piece. So this is what I've been doing since this time, because I know that the game is on as we speak. The game truly is on, and the Canadian Jova. We've waited. We knew that just like Nnamdi Kanu told them the other day that God is a God of justice.
Exactly.
It can delay. You can just feel that whatever that. But a time will come and He will show up. And when God shows up, everything changes. He's never the same again.
Right.
So obviously, for me, I've never been in doubt of the fact that Donald J. Trump, again, you can say whatever you like about how you feel. It's okay. But
yes,
I have also followed his trajectory or his pattern, sort of. I know how he acts, how he behaves. And just like me, just like any other human being, we are not perfect. You can make mistakes sometimes. Sometimes what you think is right may not be right. But I know certain things that he does that is good for humanity. Now, it's not everybody that's going to agree on this. During his first time, there are people saying now that why he's trying to deal with Nigeria is because hello?
Yeah, go on, my brother.
Yeah. So there are people saying that Trump is trying to, kind of deal with Nigeria based off of the fact that he asked Tinubu to accept, deportees, right? And Tinubu refused. That is what
There's no kind of narrative one. Now, no kind of narrative one we have not seen this time around.
Exactly. Well, but that's how it is. So, but at the end of the day, you just gotta march on, do what you gotta do, because people will say no matter what you do, But I said to a guy, I was talking with a guy in the zoo, and because like I said, I go everywhere. So he said to me that Trump wanted to bring these people, blah blah blah, and that's why he's trying to avenge or revenge or whatever. I said to him, look, listen, my friend. Use your brain, even for 1 minute. That in about 8-9 years ago, during his first term, Trump, because of this same Christian genocide, Christian massacre that goes on in Nigeria, Trump looked at Buhari eyeball to eyeball and asked him, my friend, why are you killing Christians? And he went ahead and put the name of Nigeria in that CPC, country of particular, concern, sort of.
Do you know some people are pushing some narrative as if this is the first time Trump put their name on that list?
Exactly. Well, that is why I'm saying that I shot the guy up because
he did it in the first tenor.
Yeah,
and give him time to finish it up.
Yeah, that is where I shut him up, because I told him, like, I said, look, why are you guys always being so mischievous? That Trump has shown from the first time that he cares about not just Christian, by the way, humanity. Because trust me, if there's anywhere, and I asked him, I said, point to me anywhere in the world where Muslims are consistently being massacred and you don't see Trump stand up to it. Tell me one. He couldn't. He just couldn't. Is it where? Is it in Asia? Is it in Africa? Is it in Europe, where Christians are systematically well calculated effort to wipe them out? What is going in Nigeria? It started in Biafra land, by the way, because I always say that the two things are interwoven. This Biafra and Christian genocide, they are just the same, except you don't understand. If you don't understand, then you don't understand. But if you understand, you will know that it stems from that, because Referendums are 99.9% Christians. Okay, and maybe the less than 1% are traditional believers. Islam is not who we are. We don't have anything against Islam, but it's not our thing. And you cannot force us, you cannot impose it on us. Those who are now converting one way or the other, they also have one personal objective or the other. Because I've also talked with some people at discovered that, yeah, there are those who are being, due to monetary gains, they are joining Islam. Some due to political gain, they are switching to Islam, including the guy I like. I have to say, quite frankly, how much I like him. Nate Nwoko, that he has converted. He's a Muslim. You see, so these are political experiences. Because
converted.
Bro, but the thing is that you don't know that these people have taken over Nigeria a long time ago. For you to make headway, including those ones who have not converted or who have not come out to confess Islam.
Some of them have converted, but they have not announced it publicly.
It's like the whole Pulse of the minds of this world.
Exactly. Is he not
the one who was paying money to our boys to send them? Exactly. So you tell me, so obviously, like I was saying, Trump, so anybody making that accusation it won't stick, because Trump from the beginning, he has demonstrated his interest in making sure that people are, and again, they try to make other comparison, Palestinian, blah, blah, blah. But we're not stupid. We know how everything went down. We know how it started.
When I see all those comparisons, it's so funny.
So they can't, again, you can't fool me, because my eyes is widely open, and I listen, I follow, and I have understanding. So thank goodness for that. So, but the thing is, I don't know, as per the movement, the Biafra movement, I'm not very current or up to date. I don't know what is going on, but my prayer and the effort I've been making is the fact that the whole thing has become so global. The genocide, it affects Biafrans and it affects Christians, and effort has been put now into it. So, well, again, also, I don't know if that is true, that Tinubu will be going to America to go and speak with Trump. Okay, we shall see how that goes.
I saw that too. They said he's lobbying to go to the US.
Because maybe this, I don't know, should I say, opportunity for him to now go, because he has been very, should I say, scared, sort of, or on, sort of worry, if I may use the word, because we know whom he is. We know also his record, his history, everything. And he knows that too. He himself knows that. His brother Akiyemi or something, he advised him from the get-go, be careful with Donald Trump, So if he now summoned courage because of what is happening now to go to America, okay, let him go. And he will know that Trump is Trump. He's not one of those. When he goes, if Trump can tell Buhari, he put, so obviously we frankly cannot thank God enough for what is going on now. I always say that the blood of human being is a serious stuff, and it's been so needlessly wasted in Nigeria. Where do I start from? It's incredible what goes on. The plan and the effort, the movement to Islamize Nigeria and Fulanize it. If you are Nigerian, be you a media person, whatever it is, you don't know it, you are lying to yourself. You are just lying to yourself. Yeah. So that's a fact. Even if they know so bro, the evidence is overwhelming. It's everywhere, and they run the show. They run that country. Tinubu can't even act. He can't even do nothing. First of all, he said from the beginning that he was going to start from where Buhari left off. That was his word, not mine. Yeah.
He's there.
To start from where Buhari left off, and without a doubt, he has just followed exactly from where Buhari left off, because under him, he's doing nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing to stand up to the terrorists who are massacring Christians. I mean, over 2 years now he's been there. He has done nothing, only propaganda. Oh, that lie, nothing.